A tender offer is a publicly made offer to buy a set number of shares at a set price directly from a corporation's shareholders so the offeror can gain control of the corporation. Like with other securities transactions, the Securities Exchange Act of 1934 prohibits a tender offeror from engaging in manipulation related to a tender offer. In Schreiber v. Burlington Northern Incorporated, the court considered whether a tender offeror can violate the act without misrepresenting or failing to disclose relevant information. In 1982, Burlington Northern Incorporated made a hostile tender offer for El Paso Gas Company's stock. El Paso's management initially opposed Burlington's takeover attempt, but supported the offer once shareholders indicated their support. Many shareholders tendered shares, but Burlington didn't accept and rescinded its offer. However, after negotiating with El Paso's management, the parties agreed for Burlington to make a second tender offer for a friendly takeover of El Paso. Under the agreement, Burlington would buy El Paso shares and provide golden parachutes in which El Paso's management would receive generous severance packages if terminated. Shareholders tendered over 40 million shares in response to Burlington's second offer, which Burlington accepted. Because more of El Paso's shareholders tendered shares in response to the second offer, those shareholders who tendered shares both times were subject to proration and thus received less money for their shares than they would have had Burlington accepted the first tender. Barbara Schreiber was one of the El Paso shareholders who tendered shares in response to both offers. She sued Burlington, El Paso, and El Paso's board on behalf of all similarly situated shareholders, claiming that the companies and the board violated Section 14E of the Securities Exchange Act of 1934. Specifically, Schreiber alleged that the companies and the board engaged in manipulative acts related to the tender offers and the failure to disclose the golden parachutes given to El Paso's management. The district court dismissed Schreiber's suit for failure to state a claim, finding that the alleged manipulation didn't involve any misrepresentation, which was required for a violation of Section 14E. The United States Court of Appeals for the Third Circuit affirmed. Schreiber appealed, and the United States Supreme Court granted cert.